The title of my presentation is Safe, Legal, and Ethnical Use of Digital Information and Technology by me, Tina Meredith. The presentation is to help teachers discuss with their students safety, legal, and ethnical issues while using digital information and technology. Where do we find this digital information and technology? Anywhere and anything that can access the internet. Laptops, tablets, cell phones. Any device out there that can access the internet. Teachers need to teach their students how to keep safe. Online predators. Predators now are not just strangers walking by trying to get a student into a car. They are online. These predators can access the victim in their home, school, any event that the student might go to where they have their cell phone. Their cell phone is just like a computer. If they have internet access, they can be on their Facebook, their Twitter, anything that tells information about the student. I've enclosed a short video to show you one woman's testimonial when she was a girl at age 13, what happened to her because her parents weren't there to supervise her.
I can't wait to finally be with you in person.
Me too. We gotta keep it quiet. If my parents find out I'm not at school, I'm screwed.
I won't. I know better. I don't want my mom to find out either.
Meet you in the food court at 1.
I'll be there. Hi, my name is Alicia, and at the age of 13, I was lured and abducted from my home by a vicious internet predator. On New Year's Day, I walked out of my house on the coldest, iciest night of the year to meet a monster who I thought was my friend. Online, we talked about everything. He groomed me by seeming interested in me as a person, my thoughts, my goals, my relationship with my friends and family. He gave me adult advice, and he always took my side. And that's just what I had needed. He gave me what every person craves, unconditional love. Or rather, he made me believe it. He held me captive in a basement dungeon, chained by the neck. He tortured and raped me and filmed his crimes to share my pain and degradation online. I was just your average kid. I want to prevent this from happening. Don't you?
Okay, so Alicia's is just one story. How did this predator find her? He used her Facebook account, maybe her Twitter account. Students put information on there about their likes and dislikes, their friends, what they like to do. Instant information for this predator to come and have instant connection with the victim. So teachers need to keep their students well aware of what can happen if they friend someone on Facebook that they don't know. That's one thing they should teach them. If you don't know them, don't friend them. Invasion of personal life. They can come right into your home through your computer, right into your school life. Teachers need to make sure the students are aware and not put that vital personal information on the internet. Don't put their address. Don't put what school they go to, especially if they're under the age of 18. Hackers. I think we need to teach our students about hackers. They need to know as adults that there is fraud, theft identity. Fraud is a big one, so is theft identity. And teaching the kids while they're young, their students, I think will be a big help for them when they become an adult. Cyberbullying is another huge crime. The students don't know when they're cyberbullying how much they can change a student's life. That student may try and commit suicide. It lowers their self-esteem. I've enclosed some information at the end of this presentation so you can go on and learn more about cyberbullying to teach your students. Show them a video of what it looks like so that they're well aware. and let their voices be heard if they see someone being cyberbullied. Pornographic materials, another big thing. I think it may be a little uncomfortable for teachers to talk about it first, but teach your students, if you don't want your mom or dad to see what pictures you're putting on the internet, it's probably a picture they shouldn't be using. Never send a picture over your cell phone. That cell phone can go through the internet very quickly now. All they have to do is upload it to their Facebook, their Twitter, and then it's spread through. And once it's on the internet, it can be used against you. Ethnical responsibility. There are rules once you're on the internet, and we need to start teaching these rules at a very early age. Moral principle, what's right and what's wrong. Students need to be taught as soon as they start surfing the internet that there are right things and wrong things. Some of the wrong things would be surf from inappropriate sites. I think you should also involve the parents. Tell the parents, don't leave the room while your students are on the internet. If you walk into the room and it's not the room that you're in at the time and the student lowers the screen real quick or clicks out, they're probably doing something that they're not supposed to. Interfering with others' privacy. Be sure to teach your students it is not okay to interfere with other people's privacy, with their emails, with their Facebook accounts. This is serious. It can cause a lot of harm to someone if their privacy has been interrupted. Responsibility for their internet behavior. There can be repercussions if you mess with other people's privacy. If there's cyberbullying and the person harms themselves, there are repercussions for that type of behavior. Students need to learn that their behaviors can have consequences even on the internet. And if you put something out there, you can bet that it can maybe be used against you. The other main thing about the internet behavior that I'd like to touch on would be if a student's, say, 16 to 18, and they put on pictures, and maybe they're drinking underage, and their friends put their picture on. Employers can go on, and if they see that type of behavior from an 18-year-old, even 21 when you're in college and you're moving toward your career, you need to be well aware that your new future employer might go on and look at those pictures, and it may be a deal breaker for him if he sees some of your behavior on the internet. So I think teachers need to really talk to their students about responsible for their own internet behavior. Facebook is where a lot of it happens, like this man putting his head in the shark. You just have to be careful with Facebook on what you put on because it can be used against you. Legal issues. This is one I feel is really in the teacher's battlefield to talk about. We have the legal issue of copyright. Teachers need to teach their kids, probably starting in 4th grade, that you cannot use other people's terms or sentences or paragraphs and put it in as your own unless you cite the person. You need to teach them how to do correct reference and citing, and let the students know, even if they use a book and type it out word per word, this is a copyright law. Licensing. Now, this may not be a big concern that we need to teach our students, but I do feel like we do need to touch on it with students, because if they take some software and they're able to copy it and burn it onto a disk and then share it with a friend, that's a copyright law. We need to make students well aware that the laws that are broken with copyrights can have penalties. Music. A lot of students listen to music. They download. There's so many sites out there where you can go and listen to music and then burn it off and download it onto a CD. Videos. There are video sites out there where you can go and pirating. You can see movies that are playing in the movie theater and you can download them onto a DVD right from your computer. Those are also copyright laws that are being broken. Copyright crime, they call it. Artwork. If you're writing a paper and you decide to use someone else's artwork, this is also a copyright law. Teachers just really need to teach their students early. I believe in grade school that they need to know how to write papers what kind of, if they use their artwork, to be sure and reference that artwork. Sometimes you even have to gang that it's okay to use that artwork. Anything that involves using or taking credit for creative work of someone else's work is considered a copyright law being broken. So I think teachers really need to talk to their students about copyright laws. I have a video. I'm not going to show it, but it's a refresher course for teachers. It'll give them ideas on what to tell their students. And a lot of times copyright laws are really hard to remember. There's the right to share, and teachers can use this video as a guide to kind of refresh themselves on what they can use and what they can't use. They could even share this video with their students and let their students watch it. Okay, teachers need to get parents involved. I really believe that teachers need to talk to parents and let them know, even at an early age, grade school, as soon as their child is on the internet, parents need to be involved with their child and I would say, learn all passwords. Really important, so they can get on and see what their child's writing on Facebook. I know a lot of people say, "Oh, just befriend your child," but I really feel like if they're under 18, parents have a right for those passwords, and they should get those passwords so they can go on and look at messages, anything that could be harmful to their child being on Facebook. Know what your student is participating on the internet when they're at school. Don't ever walk out of the room when your student is on the internet. It's amazing that they can still get by some of the firewalls that are at the schools. Schools have a pretty good system to where they don't let things in. I think it is growing every year on protecting students from not accessing sites that they shouldn't be on. However, if they mistype a word, it's all it takes, and they might get a picture that has nudity in it. And those kinds of things cannot be prevented if it's just a typo error. I know someone told me that they typed in a certain frog and it brought up a nudity picture. So teachers, that's something you need to be aware of too, is with smart boards. If you have your smart board going, maybe you should have it clicked off when you're surfing something that you haven't surfed before, just to be on the safe side. Most important, remember to talk to your students about how to be legal and ethical while using technology. And really, above all, I think teachers need to talk to them about how to be safe. I think teachers should visit this website, www.Internet-safety101.org. I found a lot of great information on this website. They have everything from keeping your students safe, talked about cyberbullying, talked about copyrights. So it talked about every item and issue that was in this presentation. Thank you for listening.